It's okay, baby. I'm so scared.
As soon as rescuers heard there was a tiny puppy living all alone in this forest, they sprang into action.
We drove here, finally managed to find him. He's small and hungry.
These woods were no place for a small pup.
Probably sleeps in that tire. I would not be surprised.
The rescuers needed to get him to a real home. But how? He was too scared to come close.
Just in the car. Left him to it.
This was going to take time.
Day 2. Back to forest, puppy.
He wanted to trust the rescuers, but he had never really been around people before.
Come on, babe. Give us a chance.
Maybe food would change his mind.
He's coming. He's coming. Come on, baby. You can do it. Yay. Oh, baby. He's so cute.
But even though the puppy felt safe enough to come out to eat, he still wouldn't come near the rescuers. It was getting colder, and they knew they had to find a way to get him to safety, soon. But you can't rush a rescue.
Day 3 for forest puppy. There he is. He's kind of waiting for us today. Forest puppy, come on, forest puppy.
The pup was getting more and more comfortable with the rescuers. But as soon as they got close, he'd run away again. They didn't know how long they could wait. He needed to be safe at home with a family. They decided to set up a special crate with food inside. If he got curious and walked in, they could close the door and bring him to safety. And it worked.
After an hour and a half of stakeout, patient waiting, we got him.
The rescuers were so relieved they could finally bring their little forest puppy safely to the shelter, where they realized that the pup was actually a she. They named her Willow. At first, Willow was very shy. She had never lived inside before.
It's okay, baby. You can go inside.
The rescuers wanted to show her that they were there to help.
Hello.
But just like in the forest, they knew they had to take it slow.
Hello. Hello.
That's when they got an idea. Maybe she'd feel more at home if they introduced her to the other puppies. And she did. Even better, she finally started to trust her rescuers. They were so happy she was feeling safe. And soon, it was time for her to go to her forever home. Willow still goes back to visit the woods from time to time, but afterwards, she can't wait to go home with her family.
Dodo Kids.
Help the kittens find the subscribe button.